104.9 Sunshine FM. We talk about Celine McAllister having the pitch perfect voice. Well, when I listen to this voice, this next lady, it is unbelievable. It just gives me goosebumps. Joining us right now is Sarah Conlan, and you have got the most beautiful, crisp voice I've ever heard. It's beautiful. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you so much.
In this particular song, we're hearing it more acoustically, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's the way the track's been recorded. It's a beautiful recording, nice and warm. It did take me a while to get that guitar track. I'm quite proud of that.
So who did the guitar track?
I did.
So you're a multi-talented lady. So what else? So you've got your instruments, obviously your voice is your main instrument, and then you play the guitar. Anything else?
Yeah, and obviously I'm really passionate about songwriting. That's my main focus for my music, is to write, something I love to do. I think it was last year I came over to the DAG Songwriters Retreat. I got an awesome scholarship to come over and write with some very cool Australian artists. I was very lucky to get to do that.
Now, from that accent, it sounds like that's a deep south accent.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm from the South Island. I live in Timaru, which is about 2 hours south of Christchurch, for those who know New Zealand.
So you would be right at home at the Gore Country Music Festival, the big one they have down there, yeah? How long have you been going to that one?
Since I was probably about 12, I think. Yeah, it's been a few years. We actually, the band that I'm in, we were lucky enough to win the group section this year, so it was one of the things I got to tick off my bucket list this year.
We're talking to Sarah Conlan at the moment from New Zealand, and we speak to a lot of the Kiwi artists coming through, Ali Cook, Kaylee Bell, Jodie Doreen, those sort of people. And the one thing in common that they say is that, gee, we wish we had the festival like Tamworth. You know, ours just isn't as big as the festivals there. How important is it for you to get across to those festivals like Tamworth?
Oh, I can't wait to come to Tamworth. I haven't been yet, and I've heard so many stories about how amazing it is. And if the Winter Festival is anything to go by, I think we're looking at coming over, not next year, but the year after, and come and see everybody over in Tamworth.
Apart from Tamworth, have you got any other touring ideas of coming over to Australia before Tamworth in 2018, or are you just mainly going to focus in New Zealand for now?
Yeah, I'm hoping to come over and do some shows next year in Australia. So if anyone wants to follow me on Facebook, you'll get to hear about those. We've also got a couple of friends coming over to New Zealand from Australia. I think Will Day is looking to come over, and so is Michelle Plaza. So that's quite cool.
How is country music being received in New Zealand at the moment?
It's definitely growing. There's a group of kind of grassroots artists here that are working really hard to promote New Zealand country music. We've got a couple of festivals that have started up that are starting to do really well, and I think the profile of country music is just growing. A lot of people don't realise they like country music. I think it's
definitely.
A little bit like, oh no, I don't want to admit that I like that music, but actually country music to me is about great storytelling and just great songs.
I have to say, Sarah, Tracy went to school at Caboolture with Keith Urban. How much do New Zealanders internationally tell everyone that he was born in New Zealand?
I'm not sure actually. I mean, I think New Zealanders tend to be proud of New Zealanders who do well just in general.
Yeah. But I mean, the country music scene, he's probably your biggest, well, he is the biggest country music one out of New Zealand because he was born there. So you claim him as yours and we'll claim him as ours. In America, we've got him. We're all claiming him.
Why not?
But that's right. And you talk about grassroots. Well, you do have to think about, his roots are from New Zealand. So there you go. Well, Sarah, it's been fantastic catching up with you. We want to follow your story because we just love your music, and with all our listeners at home that want to get a hold of your music, the same way like on Facebook and websites and things like that, just follow what you're doing through that way.
Yep, definitely. You can come and find me on Facebook at Sarah Conlan Music, and my EP is on iTunes and available on Bandcamp if you'd like the lovely hard copy.
Well, again, thank you very much, Sarah, for joining us. Here she is right now, Sarah Conlan, Like a Fool. Like a fool.